You want to smash Robert Browning's My Last Duchess in under 3 minutes? Well, let's get into it. Alfonso d'Este, the 5th Duke of Ferrara, who married Lucrezia de Cosmo de' Medici in 1558, is thought to be the inspiration for this masterpiece of a dramatic monologue from the male perspective regarding marriage in the upper-class patriarchal society of the time. One of my thoughts is, how reliable is this narrator who retells this to us, the Duke? Is it not just his own fantasy potentially that he is recounting to this ambassador or envoy? Or is it the absolute truth? Remember, the male ego is a very, very interesting creation. Browning employs a really steady iambic pentameter that portrays the Duke as completely in control. He's very calm, very precise and considered in what he's saying. And he expects to be listened to. Notice no one dare interrupt him. Yet the subtle variation with enjambment tells us that maybe not everything is as it seems for the Duke, and he slips and slides a little bit at this point. It's important to understand that Browning withholds the identity of the audience until the very last line, as the true horror of what might unfold for the new bride is actually now public knowledge with the envoy, and whether he might actually prevent this marriage, which really is a business transaction, from taking place. The main theme here of power and pride is clear in the Duke's need to exert himself over his new wife, the Duchess. Since none puts by this curtain I have drawn for you but I, gives us a real understanding of his need to control her even in death, as he feels her behaviour in life was so offensive. The mighty gift of his 900-year-old name amplifies how he views himself in society. If she devalues the value of his family, his history, his heritage and his future lineage, he will be jeopardising his future for his children. She cannot be tolerated, but he's at a loss at how to communicate this with her, possibly because she's only 17. The repetition of the verb stoop tells us that he's not willing to lower himself to such problematic situations. She must, of course, improve, but how can she do it if he's not willing to take responsibility for such a transition? Her death is inferred, the faint half flush that dies along her throat. The Duchess's failing was that she was too friendly, too soon made glad, too easily impressed. And she lacked the sophistication to see his real worth. Thus, Browning is showing us that in patriarchal society, the woman is an asset, a mere object, to give her husband, if you like, greater social status or value. And if she can't live up to that, she needs to be disposed of. She has no value. I wonder if that relates to anyone in the public eye right now. If you'd like me to look at some more poems, let me know. Follow for more. AQA English, Paper 1, Question 3, Structure.